Up next, this one's a little... Am I the asshole for not attending my sister's wedding since my husband is not invited? Let me start by saying I do understand my husband's behavior is inappropriate, but like all of us, he's not perfect, and I took vows to him to stand by him and accept him as a whole person, including his flaws. Overall, he's a good husband, and I love him despite this one issue.
Wow, she's really leading it up.
Yeah.
So my husband has a kink for urinating on himself in public. I think I think it's the humiliation aspect that gets him off. So sometimes, not every time, we get together with my family, he will pee his pants. But overall, it's not really that disruptive. He just stands up and says something like, quote, "Oh no, I've peed myself." Then he goes to the bathroom and changes. I always bring a change of pants and underwear for him in case this happens. And when he gets back, we just move on and don't talk about it. Of course, we don't want people to know my husband is doing this for a kink, so we've told my family he has a medical condition that causes him to not have full control of his bladder. I told them the reason he doesn't wear adult diapers is that he's ashamed of needing diapers at his age, so he's basically in denial that he needs them and refuses to wear them. Well, now, my sister's getting married, and she says my husband can't come because she doesn't want him disrupting the wedding by peeing his pants. I told him it was unfair to exclude him over a medical condition he can't help, which is true as far as she knows. But she said it's his own choice to refuse to wear adult diapers, so it is his fault. I told her it's her wedding and she can invite who she wants, but if my husband isn't invited, I'm not coming. He loves my family, and I know it really hurts him to be excluded from the wedding just because of a kink he can't help having. He's been crying and saying he feels disgusting for having this, but he can't control himself, and now my family doesn't even want him around. I know it would really hurt him if I just left him home and went to the wedding by myself. He told me it's my choice to go if I want and that he won't be mad, but I know he'd be really sad if I went. I love my sister and family, but my husband is my life partner, so he's always my number one priority above anyone else, and I believe I should stand by him and support him rather than choosing my family over him. So I told my sister I won't make it to the wedding, and now she's extremely angry with me, saying I'm a bad sister because I won't be there to support her. She's marrying a woman, so she also said it makes it look like I'm a homophobe if I don't show up to support their union. I told her I'd love to come if my husband is invited, but she said she can't stand the thought of him disrupting the ceremony or reception by peeing his pants and denouncing it. I told her how much it hurts my husband that he's excluded, but she doesn't care. I said, fine, but that means I can't come. And she won't let it go and keeps starting fights saying I'm a bad sister. I do feel bad that it hurts her that I won't be there.
So this is such a unique... I don't understand what's going on because it's okay. So it's a kink. So he's turned on.
I think it's probably like a humiliation kink where
right, but he can't control it. Like he couldn't be like, I'll take the wedding day off. You know what I mean, Justin?
That is a good question and not one I am qualified to answer. I don't know. I think like if you get to a certain point of that, like maybe like once you're so far gone in like...
How are you guys so chill about this? This is fucking weird, dude. How do you pee in front of your girlfriend's fam and be like, oh, yes.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I'm like, who is he turned on by? Is he turned on by himself?
He's turned on by being humiliated in front of people.
And you can't control it? Oh, sorry. Like, I have this flashing problem. I just take out my junk every once in a while, and I just can't help it.
That's also
so feel bad
that's
for
also
me.
a thing. Yeah.
So I actually...
You can't help it?
That's the combination that I'm confused by.
I think truly for some people that like have stuff like this, I think it is like a mental health thing.
Of course. Yeah, it has to be.
It's just like they truly like there's probably some people that are just they can't control it. It's a disorder at that point.
Right. But I don't know what exactly that is. But like if he really can't take a day off without like feeling like he's going to like, I don't know, combust or something, then like there has to be more than just like a kink.
Yeah.
Right. You know?
Well, at this time, like there's so many problems here. I think one of the biggest is the fact that like she's subjecting her family to this kink without their consent.
This is weird.
Like lying to all of them and being like, oh, it's a medical condition. You're lying. And you're letting your husband get off on subjecting them to that.
Yeah.
Her
like-
family.
That is a little.
It's time for therapy.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
time.
yeah, this is some
sure.
serious therapy.
It's time.
Fill the room with therapists.
Therapy. Yeah.
That's a good song.
I am just wondering if she's even like talked to him about that. Like, let's see if there's ways that you can
Yeah.
channel this energy in a different way. But I mean,
wonder.
good for her for being like, I'm gonna stick by him through, like, complete opposite from our first story. You know, she's like,
I mean, I respect the commitment. But
yeah. This, yeah.
It's quite unique. Quite unique.
So unique.
I thought you were kidding. I really did.
And who knows, maybe, I mean, Reddit, you don't know with Reddit, but I also like to think like maybe this situation maybe this one could be fake. But there are 1000% situations that aren't fake and these people just haven't written in.
Sure.
Like
this is one of the most shocking things I've ever heard on this show.
You're pretty, really?
This is one of the most shocking things.
Really?
Yeah, his face told it.
The other stuff, like, I don't really get phased because it's
like,
just like all this shit
I
happens in
think-
everyone's lives. But
Oh God, I think I'm really about to fuck you up after this.
But I. But
so
what? Okay, so
sorry,
what should she do
I'm
though?
not traumatized. I'm just like, what?
What would you do if you were in this?
Did she know? Like, has this been? I wonder when the first time it happened was and how it became a topic.
Yeah. I'm just surprised, like, I took vows to him to stand by him and accept him as a whole person, including his flaws. This isn't just like he's impatient. Like, and not like everyone has their issues, like everyone has their own quirks and like things.
Yeah.
But this is like something where like he probably should be getting professional help. And the fact that she's just like,
Letting it.
oh,
yeah.
I support him. I'm going to let him pee on himself in front of my family and subject my family to that.
So does he go jack off in the bathroom after he pees himself?
Or does it happen simultaneously?
No, you can't pee
I
and
know, I'm
jack off at the
kidding.
same time.
I wonder if he does, because if that's truly a kink to him,
Or
you think
is-
he's
Yeah,
turned on by it.
right.
So then he goes in the bathroom like, oh, I peed myself. And then he goes in the bathroom to finish it.
But what if it's like the urge that Dexter has? Like Dexter is like he subdued his, Dexter.
Yes, but
show.
I haven't watched
His
it.
passenger, dark passenger.
Yes. So he has this just need to kill and like he does it in a way that he justifies and whatever.
He kills
but
only bad people.
Yeah,
he
I
does
know that
it,
much.
And then like
That's about it.
when he just
It's
he's
definitely
like-
not a Lauren show.
it's not like a get off, it's more like a
Release.
yes.
I'm sure that's what this is for this person.
So it wouldn't necessarily have to be sexual,
Mm-hmm.
but
I wonder.
yeah.
When I hear kink, though, I usually think that I
I
do know
agree.
somebody that told me once that he gets turned on. I've not done this with him, so don't get any ideas at all. But he just told me, for whatever reason, felt comfortable enough to, that he gets turned on by having whatever like girl he is with force him to wear her thong and like just like yell at him, and he was like, I like the feeling of humiliation.
Same.
it's like
same
the
case.
domination
Yeah.
thing too.
Yeah. I literally just looked up like humiliation kinks just to see if I could see anything from a quick Google search. And it's like your guide to humiliation kinks. We all have humiliating moments in our heads that torture us when we think about them, whether that's falling down in front of your crush in high school, blah, 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 blah. Today we'll give you the rundown of the wonderful world of humiliation kinks. And it's like verbal, forms of physical degradation.
Degradation.
That's a tough one. And like there's pictures that go along with it and they describe all these different kinds. So like this is definitely a thing. And like, I mean, just looking at other Reddit stories, like my girlfriend says she has a humiliation kink. So maybe others are not this far, but like,
Well, I'm not here to be insensitive. I just think you're crossing a line when it leaves the two of you and starts involving your family unknowingly and starts involving
Agreed.
like random
yes.
people.
that don't consent to it.
I
Yeah.
agree.
This is a sexual act. He's getting off on this in some way. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was shocked. It's like he
Yeah.
just stands up at the family dinner. Oops.
I think the part that
Yeah.
like gets me feeling sad is just like the sadness between both her and her husband. Like you can see that she's so sad because she wants to be so supportive and she loves her sister and like she supports her sister and then it's like he's so sad because he's like I can't help it, but like I want to be there and I love your family.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes me feel so sad about this post. If they were just kind of like fuck you guys, I'm gonna piss wherever I want, then it's like I'd be like okay, chill out. But it's because it's like it's clearly an actual like they don't want this to be the case, but it just is the case.
So
Yeah.
why not for the wedding? Why can't he wear a diaper without
I
anyone
was-
knowing?
I was
thinking
just
that.
thinking
Like,
that.
I
what's
totally
the
was thinking
big
that too.
deal?
That's, yes.
That's why I'm like, the kink like goes way farther than just like.
Because she's actively like supporting it in moments where it shouldn't be too. So then it's like he's probably Pavloved himself even more to like really, really be into it. And like it's probably progressed like any addiction can. So I don't get it. I don't get it. Like if he can't hold his pee in one day and like not do this one day, then like wear a diaper and try to hide it the best you can. And like you better hold his ass down. I don't care if you have to get a seatbelt and strap it to the chair. I don't care if you have to Velcro him there. I don't care if you have to put tape over his
Yes.
mouth. You better make sure he does not stand up and then announce it to a room full of people. Can you imagine if he did it during his speech?
I know,
That's
right?
what-
Or
that's
like
what
the
I'm
actual
picturing.
kissing. Yeah, I feel
Oh,
like
while they're kissing, saying I
something
do?
like that. Yeah, I feel like it's something where that like he must feel some type of overwhelming doom if he doesn't do it. Like that's because if the fact that he
Yeah.
can't take one day off, like it must be like he feels like he's like
How does this dude go to work?
Maybe he works remote.
or maybe he only does it when he's in a crowd of people, and when he's in a crowd of people, he feels like he has to get that fix.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the big meeting today at work. Everyone's in the conference room.
Shit.
Okay.
I just loved seeing Justin's face. He was
bad.
just me and Morgan were like, okay, let's work
Yeah,
this
you guys
one
were
through.
like,
and
oh, okay.
Justin's
yeah.
like,
We're gonna have to do a Zoom on that one.